reconnect.
Oh, we're here with Josh Abbott of the Josh Abbott Band at the 88th Annual North Texas Fair and Rodeo, and he is our Budweiser main stage performance at 9:30 tonight. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Glad the rain decided to go away and let us come out and play.
We are too.
So let's get down to business. I know you've been to Denton before. What's been one of your highlights of this town?
Well, I think honestly the big highlight of this town is just playing this event every year. I believe this is our 7th year, and it might even be our 8th. We've been playing this main stage for 6 of it, probably. So it's been, Denton has treated us great, and it's really fun because it's always the same faces every year. Always the same people that are on this committee, it seems like, that run the event. And, the crowd's usually just packed, all the way from the front to the back, from the left to the right. And, this year it might be a little bit light, I'm not sure, just because the rain definitely kept people away. But that's okay, whoever showed up tonight, we're going to play our show and we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so being from Idalou, and you're from Red Raider.
All right, yeah.
Blue Light is such a huge staple in the Texas country music industry out there. So coming up around that, who were your inspiring artists?
Well, when I was in college, I used to go watch Pat Green, and obviously a lot of these guys. Krager and Corey Morrow. Wade Bowen was a few years kind of above me at Tech, and so when I was there, I got to kind of watch him from afar. And of course, that was before I even wanted to do this. When I really started wanting to do this, I used to go to Blue Light and watch Eli Young Band and Randy Rogers Band and a whole slew of others that used to play up there, and it was a lot of fun for me to get to watch them and kind of talk to them after shows and really pick their brains on how to make it. And I was obviously in college, and then I went to grad school, and in grad school is when I was able to put together the band, and then just a couple years later we recorded Taste, and kind of the rest is history.
Well, it's a great place.
It is.
And speaking of your albums, Front Row Seat, can you talk about, because I know that there was this kind of surreal organization of the album that happened, where y'all started off, and as y'all were recording, it eventually became this whole story, and y'all were talking about even writing it kind of like a screenwriting.
Yeah, we approached our Front Row Seat album conceptually. So it's an album that front to back, you should listen to it in order. And you don't have to. You can put it on shuffle, and it's great. But when you listen to it from 1 to 16, you really get a feel for what we were going for. Because, the lyrics, first of all, progress. And so it goes from this couple that meets and they date and they're having fun, flirting around. Then things get more serious. Then all of a sudden they're, probably married or living together or whatever, and then they break up, and then they have to move on from each other. And those are the kind of 5 stages. And we broke those up into acts, so that each act kind of represented a different stage of a relationship. And also sonically, the beginning of the album is very reflective of our Texas country roots and early days. Lots of fiddle, and then we kind of move into a section that's a little more representative of when we had songs like "Oh Tonight" and "Touch" and love songs, and so there are lots of love ballads. And then when you get to the back section, the last 2 acts of the album, you almost hear a new Josh Abbott Band, and that was kind of the goal with the album, was to take the album to a place that we hadn't been to yet. And so we'll see if that sound continues on the next album, or if we go old school again, or if we just change it up. Who knows what will happen.
Well, it's a great album, and I know we're a little pressed for time. We've got a huge line of eager Josh Abbott Band fans waiting to meet them. So you still have time to get out here, and we'll kick off around 9:30ish on the Budweiser stage, and then we'll have Mr. Sam Riggs on 11 to 12.
Yeah, my boy Sam.
So it's a pretty good lineup, and the rain's held off, so we'll see you at the fair, and come do what Cowboys do.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.